Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We're back again with another live stream. Romeo Miller goes off on his father, Master P, for his tribute to DJ Stephen Twitch Boss. Yeah, that's right. It's crazy nowadays when situations happen. People just take it to social media and just begin to go off on their father. It just goes to show a lot of people carry a lot of trauma and hurt and pain inside. Romeo is upset that Master P made a tribute to Stephen. It's sad. It just goes to show that a lot of people have a lot of deep-rooted issues inside that haven't been taken care of. And another problem is that most people don't know how to keep their personal business within the family. They always run to social media to talk about their issues. It just goes to show a lot of people are broken. They're not healed. They got major issues inside. But I want to go to what Master P posts. Let's get right to it. Let's get down to business. So, if you're joining in the stream, welcome. We're talking about the topic of Romeo Miller goes off on his father, Master P, for his tribute to DJ Stephen Twitch Boss. As you can see, Master P pretty much posted this, and his son had a very, very serious problem with it. Let's take a look at this. Master P wrote the following. He said, "R.I.P. to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch, and salute Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. These are crazy times we are living in. You can be smiling one day and gone the next." He was supposed to be a guest DJ on a concert we were having January 13th. Life is too short. Appreciate your loved ones. Mental illness is real. Shout out to at Post Malone and Dre London coming together with me for the cause. Hashtag God is good. And for whatever reason, because of this particular post, Master P's son was salty about that. And it's just sad because, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, his father is just paying tribute to this brother. But a lot of times, you know, you have grown men that they're still struggling with the trauma, and it's like they're a child deep inside. And it has a lot to do with the passing of Tatiana, I believe her name is. But let's take a look at what Romeo had to say in response, because he took it to social media and basically put his father on blast, which is kind of sad because, you know, you would think that this type of stuff would remain in the family. It wouldn't be out there in the public eye, but Romeo pretty much threw this out there. And he said, today was a boiling point. I guess he wanted to say, I seen a man avoid his own children struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man whom passed today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. Wow. That's crazy. And again, if you're joining in the stream, what we're talking about right now is Romeo Miller goes off on his father, Master P, for his tribute towards DJ Stefan, Twitch boss. That's right. That was kind of, that was kind of very rude to post that on social media regarding your father, because, I mean, whatever issues you have, you're a grown man. So I think it's time to grow up and act like a grown man, That was uncalled for, if you ask me. I mean, Master P did a lot. He came from a long way, I know he took care of all his kids the best he could. He came from the streets. He changed his life around. But for some odd reason, your children will tend to blame you for a lot of different things. He's basically saying his father's a hypocrite. That's basically what he's saying. If you really read between the lines, he's basically saying that his father's a hypocrite and he wasn't there to pretty much be there for the daughter that passed away. One thing we have to understand is that the daughter, I believe her name is Tatiana, she made her choice in life, regardless how you see it. She made her choices and she walked down a path and it led to her death. It is what it is. You can't blame your father and say, well, he wasn't there for his kids. You're a grown man, right? You make choices just like Tatiana made choices, and it is what it is. You got to learn from your choices and grow up at the end of the day. You can't just keep blaming your parents. Like you can't, you're walking around with all this hurts and pains, and then on top of that, to add insult to injury, you go to social media and post this disgusting message about your father. That's just not cool, especially when DJ, Stefan passed away. It's sort of like you're saying, F him. I don't care about him. Why are you showing him respect? What about me? It's like you're being selfish, bro. Like, seriously. Let's read what he said again. Again, if you're joining in the stream, we're talking about Romeo Miller, the son of the legendary Master P. He pretty much took it to social media to put his father on blast because Master P paid honor and tribute to the late Stefan Twitch boss, right? If you're now joining and you didn't see what Master P posts, and it's probably new news to you, this is what he posts on his, I think it's his IG, Instagram. He said, RIP to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch, and salute at Snoop Dogg. Now, the reason why he saluted Snoop Dogg is because if you play the video, it was Snoop Dogg and Twitch. I guess they were crip dancing or something along them lines. And, Snoop Dogg is always doing the crip dance and whatnot. So this was a while back, and he was there with Twitch during that time. So Master P shouted out Snoop Dogg. He said, salute Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. These are crazy times we are living in. You can be smiling one day and gone the next. I talk about this a lot in my video streams. I be telling people, look, you got to enjoy your life. Like, seriously, you got to go do the thing that you love to do, right? Whatever it is that you always wanted to do, right? You need to make plans to do it as soon as possible. Don't wait until a special day. Don't wait. Look, don't wait till your credit is right. Don't wait till you have all the money saved. You got to do it now. You got to work towards it. You got to step out and enjoy your life. A lot of us, we put ourselves in a prison. This prison we built because we fear failure. We fear making mistakes. We fear failing. Sometimes you got to fail in order to win, right? So you got to enjoy your life because life is short. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Some of you guys, you leave your home, your children is there. You tell them, hey, I'll see you later. You don't know if you're coming back. Something may happen on the job. Something may happen while you're driving. Anything can happen. We're not wishing that any bad thing happened, but we just don't know. That's how life is. So it's best to enjoy your time and make the most of it. Because when you're gone, somebody's going to make a video, there's going to be a RIP, and then, hey, sad to say, it's going to be business as usual. If you were the type of person that really had an impact in the world, you're going to always be remembered. If you didn't really do nothing for nobody, nobody will remember you. You will be forgotten. It's just that simple. You understand? You will literally be forgotten. But in this particular case, DJ Stefan, he's not forgotten. People remember him. And this is why Master P gave him a tribute. You know what I mean? He shouted him out, bigged him up on his platform, shouted out Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. He said, "These are crazy times we are living in. You can be smiling one day and gone the next." He was supposed to be a guest DJ on a concert we were having January 13th. So as you can see, DJ Stefan, he had plans. And this just goes to show, why would a man self-delete? Why would he do that? If he made plans to be, at a particular DJ guest, a guest DJ on a concert, why would he do that if he had the plans for the 13th? You understand? It's like, it doesn't make sense. You wouldn't be making plans if you're not going to be keeping those words. So it's kind of crazy, man. But it's just one of those situations where it's just wow. He said, "Life is too short. Appreciate your loved ones." I think that's where it got Romeo, where Master P said, "Appreciate your loved ones." So right there, that is where his son got offended, because he said, "Appreciate your loved ones." Mental illness is real. And because of this, Romeo got upset, because he's blaming the death of Tatiana on the father. Basically, that's what he's doing. He's basically saying, "Dad, it's your fault. It's your fault that she died." You know what I mean? And I think that that's wrong, especially during a time where another man lost his life. It's like, okay, your sister lost her life, sad situation. But at the same time, another man lost his life and his family is mourning, right? So it would be cool to be a little more respectful in terms of not taking this to social media to blast your father, when all he's doing is paying honors to the brother that passed away. Trust and believe, Master P is not a fool. He's a smart guy, smart businessman and everything. Very, very intelligent man, to say the least, especially where he came from. He came from the streets, from the gutter. You know what I mean? I got a lot of respect for people like him, even though he's in that industry. He's always talking about the Most High, whether you agree with him or not. That man came from the gutter, turned his whole life around, started doing a lot of things, got his kids involved in a lot of different activities to put them on the right track. And it's just sad that because he made the post, he's being blasted by his son. Again, if you're joining the stream, we're talking about the situation between Master P and his son regarding DJ Stefan, Twitch boss. His son is upset, highly offended, mad, because Master P made a post giving honor and saluting DJ Twitch. And he didn't like that because part of the message says, "Appreciate your loved ones." So I guess the son don't feel appreciated. The son feel left out. The son feel like he's not there, especially when he said #mental illness is real. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following all the streams I've been posting, I told you that the industry is going to keep pushing this #mental illness is real. I'm going to do a whole live stream on this mental illness stuff, because it's not what you think it is. I'm going to talk about this thing raw and uncut, because they're pushing this ideology that, like we're all crazy and we're all nuts and we just need some sort of care. We need medical help. We need to go see a shrink. We need to go get some therapy. We need to, something wrong with us. Our brains is messed up. This is what they're really trying to imply. And it's not true. I'm going to teach the real issue that's going on that they're not telling you. You understand? So now the son, again, if you've been following the stream thus far, Romeo came in and he made this post to take shots at his father. And he did this on his platform for the whole world to see, right? And it goes as follows. It says, today was a boiling point, which means his blood is boiling. He's very angry. He's upset. Today was a boiling point. I seen a man. He don't even call him his father. He didn't even say dad. He didn't even say father. He just said, I seen a man avoid his own children's struggle with suicide and depression. So right there, he's blaming Master P. You understand? He's blaming Master P for the death of Tatiana and any other possible issues I guess he may be having, or whatever struggles he may be having. And keep in mind, he's a grown man. He's responsible for making his own choices. So it's like, look, you're not a child no more. You're not 5 years old. You're not 10. You're a grown man. You have a family of your own. So it's like, why are you blaming your pops, bro? Why are you doing that on social media? I mean, certain things you should keep private. Certain things you should, keep it between you and your family. You don't have to come on social media and say, oh, my pops is this, and hey, I seen a man that avoid his own children's struggles. So you're telling me that Master P just avoided your struggles? That's what you're saying? It's crazy. It's just not a cool thing to do. Tony said, because the son really knows him. It doesn't matter if he really knows him. It's none of our business. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. That's like a woman. The son is acting like a woman right now, bro. That's what women do. Women love to come on social media talking about their baby daddy. How he ain't no good, how he ain't this, how he ain't that, but yet they slept with him to have a damn baby, right? So this has nothing to do with whether he knows his father or not. That's a one-sided story. The whole point is he's a grown-ass man. And as a man, you don't come on social media to post a post for the whole world to see you take shots at your dad. At the end of the day, whether your dad is right or wrong, you're supposed to honor your father. You don't disrespect him in the public eye. You got a problem with your dad, you go to your dad and meet him face to face, man to man, and address what you feel. But don't come in the public light talking about today was a boiling point. You know what I mean? I seen a man avoid his own children. I mean, you painting this narrative as if though your pops wasn't even there for his kids, when it's very clear from a little child, we seen Romeo with his dad in video clips all the time growing up. I seen Romeo since he was a damn little kid with his pops all the time. All the time. You know what I mean? So he can't even say that, oh, I seen a man avoid his own children's struggle with suicide and depression. Listen, when I look at the family in terms of Master P's family, they always talking about God this and God that and keeping God first. Well, if you're keeping God's first, why are you so filled with suicide and depression in the first place? You understand? Matter of fact, we're not even gonna wait. We're not even gonna wait to have a topic or a talk about mental illness. About mental illness is real. Mental illness is not real. It's a lie. You know what's real? Demons, demonic possession, evil, wickedness in high places, curses. These things are real. And a lot of people that are suffering with what you call mental illness is demonic possession. Do you understand me? Do you understand me, ladies and gentlemen? What people call mental illness is demonic possession. It is when a person embodies demons. It's when devils enter the soul and they control the body. That's what they're doing. And that's what they don't want to tell you. They want you to make you feel like you need a doctor and you need this. No, you need the Most High. That's who you need. A lot of people are walking out in these streets with legions of demons in their mind. I mean, think about it. Why would a person be sitting there having thoughts of deleting themselves? Like what has gotten into you to have you sitting there so depressed all day long, and then you blame everybody around you for your depression? That's your problem. Look, if you're depressed, that's not my problem. I didn't make you depressed. That's not my issue. You are suffering with demons inside, and you refuse to deal with those issues because you don't want the Most High in your life. You reject the Bible. You reject truth. Notice this, ladies and gentlemen. Once I begin to start to teach this, watch how everybody switch up. You know why? Because we're programmed to just listen to the story at hand. And once someone begins to try to show you the truth on what the real underlying issue is, you don't want to hear it. And you're wondering why there's so many problems. You understand? You have to understand that mental illness is not real. That's an illusion. The real issue is people are out here dealing with demonic possession. It's a spiritual issue. And you cannot fix a spiritual issue with carnal, natural means. You understand? You see how that works? You must understand the truth. When you see people that commit certain crimes, what do they plead? Insanity. Why they plead insanity? So they could get off the case. So they don't get sentenced to life in prison. So they could go to a mental asylum somewhere. You see what they're doing? They're pleading insanity. In other words, I'm crazy. I'm out of my mind. I don't know what I'm doing. So you can't send me to a penitentiary. That's basically what people are doing. People are making excuses for the demons that they carry. And these are the real underlying issues that nobody wants to hear. And most people that don't want to hear the truth are embodying demon spirits. And they don't want to deal with it. For example, Romeo Miller has demons inside of his mind right now. Right now. Because here's the problem. He's blaming his father. He's blaming his father as if though his father murdered the daughter. He didn't do anything to her. He did the best he could to maintain his kids. The daughter was out there living her life. The daughter was out there doing her own thing. You understand? What do you mean Ringo is tripping? Sounds crazy? Okay, cool. I'll help you out. Now you can deal with that behind the scenes and you could talk to yourself. Because this is the problem right here. This is what we have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. When we have people like that, notice this. When you teach the truth, they say you're crazy. Do you see how that works? When you teach people the truth, they say you're crazy, that you don't know what you're talking about, and so forth. I don't got no time for none of that nonsense. Seriously. You know, this is just what this is how it is. If you want to call in, call the Most High and repent of your damn sins. Call that in. You understand? Call the Most High and talk to him. You want somebody to call in? Call the Most High. Because obviously you don't want to listen. There's no need for you to call in. We don't want to hear you. I'm the host of the show. Nobody didn't come here to hear you. They came here to hear what I gotta say. If you don't want to hear it, you can leave. Because what we're dealing with is a real serious issue. A man lost his life to a possible murder, and rather than Romeo show a little more respect, instead, he's concerned about his feelings. You understand what I'm saying? He's concerned about his feelings and he's blaming his father. He's basically saying, F Stefan, who cares? Because again, look at the post that Romeo made. He said today was a boiling point. I seen a man avoid his own children's struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man who passed away today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. So he basically said to people, y'all better stop following my father because he's blind. That's basically what he just said. He's basically saying, y'all better stop following my father. That's crazy. Why would you disrespect your father like that, though? That's your dad, bro. You acting like a damn child, bro. You got a problem with your father, you go to him man to man, and you say, Dad, I have a problem with that. And you talk to him man to man. You don't go online. That right there is proof that the son have a demon inside of him. He's not struggling with no damn mental illness. This is crazy. Because this is what they're trying to do to us, fam. You got to understand what they're doing. You know why they say mental illness? They want you all to think you're crazy, that you all need a doctor, that society is mentally ill, that you're incapable of making decisions on your own, that you're prone to crimes. You're just gonna do something bad. That's what society is teaching you. Mental illness is real. No, your sins is real. The demons that you carry is real, and they're the ones that control your soul. Why do you think these rappers in the industry are always talking about shoot 'em up, I'm a thug, the trap house, kill 'em, and all they rap about is death and destructions? And yet, the more these rappers rap about these evil things, the kids are out here rapping the same things, and this is why we have a bunch of crime in the black community. So who's the one programming the minds of the youth? Before you even talk about mental illness, who's controlling the minds of the youth? I'll tell you who's controlling the minds of the youth, giving them this alleged mental illness. The television. That's the first enemy. The television is the first enemy to your children, because they go up there and they tell your children their vision. They tell your children how to think. They tell your children how to act. And because of what your kids see on the TV, they react the same thing. So when these rappers are talking about, I'm in the trap house, shoot 'em up, drugs, I'm getting all the B's, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 rob, money, blinged out, I got my chains on, I got my drip, then what do you think your kid's thinking about all day? Do you understand? That's just the way it works, fam. A lot of folks are lost in today's society. We live in a satanic world full of evil. You understand? In the music industry, blood sacrifices exist. In the movie industry, blood sacrifices exist. A lot of the powers that be are associated with Satan. Do you understand? You are being programmed in your mind. Ain't no such thing as no mental illness. That's madness. You are being programmed. You are being influenced to either do good or evil. That's how society works. For example, some of you in the clouds, believe it or not, you have a very short attention span. You're unable to sit through a lesson and learn anything. That you're the type of person that can only listen to 10 seconds of something before you get bored. You know why? Because you have been trained and desensitized to truth. So whenever truth is shared, you reject it like a baby rejecting their vegetables. You spit it up and spit it out. But if I was to come to you and say, here's a lollipop, here's a candy, you want all the candies, you don't got no problem. You don't got no problem consuming all the candies, destroying your teeth, getting cavities and all sorts of problems. You don't got no problem doing that. But if I try to give you your vegetables and your fruits, if I try to give you something healthy, you don't want that. You want that which is bad. And that is why we have problems in the mind. It's not mental illness. You just toxic, and you have a lot of toxic demonic forces infiltrating your thought patterns. And because your thought patterns are satanic, the output of your body is that of a computer. When you have a computer, you put the software in the computer. You have the apps in your computer, allowing your computer to function a certain way. But when the software have been manipulated with a virus, your computer is unresponsive. Your computer won't be able to work properly. Your computer will shut down periodically. And this is how the mind works. Your mind controls the body. Whatever the mind is fed is what the body is going to react to. Whatever you input is going to be the output. So if a person is reacting in a negative way, it's the result of what he's being inputted in his mind. It's what's going in his thought patterns. That is how people live a day-to-day basis. Good people do good things. Wicked people do wicked things. If you leave a baby in front of a TV set, they will begin to repeat the words that's coming from that TV. So if you're wondering why people out here committing crimes, why people are self-deleting, because they're entertaining demons. These demons are real. These demons are talking to them in their mind. These demons are telling them, you don't got nothing to live for. Might as well you end it today. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. You ask anybody that's depressed, you ask anybody that's filled with anxiety, they'll tell you, I hear the voices in my mind. I hear the voices saying nobody cares about me. I hear the voices telling me to end my life. I'm hearing the voices saying to cut my wrist. You're hearing these things in your mind because it's real and it's demons that are talking to you, but you don't believe. You think that you're just crazy. You think that you just have some sort of mental illness. And then you go to a doctor and what do he do to you? He prescribes medication. He prescribes medication. And now that you're under this medication, as you all know, there are side effects. Now you start to hallucinate. Now you start seeing things. Now you start thinking somebody trying to attack you. So you go on top of a roof thinking somebody chasing you and you jump off the damn roof. You just committed suicide. Do you understand me? I'm trying to give you the game on what's going on, which is reality. None of these other creators on these YouTube streets could even eloquently break down these type of topics. Do you understand me? Because they don't care about you. Romeo is suffering from trauma and deep-rooted hurts and pains because he refused to get his life together, and he's blaming it on his father. That's what he's doing. He's blaming everything on his father, and he's not showing the DJ no respect. He's basically saying, forget about DJ Twitch. Who cares about his death? Why you ain't praising me, Dad? Why you praising him? What about me? That's what he's basically doing. You know, it's crazy, fam. It is really, really crazy what's going on out here. Let's read a couple of things that's going on right now. This is from a particular website. I'm going to read this thing. It says, Romeo Miller took to social media and seemingly called out his father, Master P, for his hypocrisy. Following the news of Twitch's tragic passing, Master P paid tribute to him with a video on his Instagram page and noted that mental illness is real. See, it's interesting. Let's unpack this for a bit. Let's just talk about this. Mental illness is real. Okay, what's next? Okay, mental illness is real. Okay, what's next? Okay, mental illness is real. Okay, what's next? What's the solution? What's the solution, people? People, I'm asking you a question. What's the solution? Mental illness is real. Okay, what's the solution? Okay. All right, mental illness is real. All right, what's next? What's going on? Mental illness is real? Okay. I'm still waiting for the answers. All right, mental illness is real. Okay. What's next? What do we do now? See, it's cliche. It's cliche. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's cliche. They're just saying it. Nobody has a solution. It's like, okay, whatever happens is going to happen. Let's just blame it on mental illness. He committed suicide. Let's just blame it on mental illness. Oh, that man ran up into school and deleted everybody. Okay, it's just mental illness. You know, mental illness is real. You see that? But see, when you try to give people the solution, they don't want to hear that. Hey, I already told people the solution. I told people the solution is the Most High. I told them the reason why people have these issues is because they embody demons. But nobody want to talk about that. They want to go to a therapist. A therapist cannot help you. I'm letting you know right now, a therapist cannot help you. Can't. A therapist is basically a person that just tell you what you want to hear, and you're back there next week and they just making money off you. They're making money off of your trauma and drama, and you never get well. Never. I know people that have been going to a therapist all their life and they just keep growing worse. You cannot go to a therapist and expect to get well. The only way you can overcome demonic possession is through the power of the Most High Yah. That's the only way. Well, I don't believe in that. Well, stay right where you are, because you will never overcome your issues. You understand? They're going to keep pushing this idea of mental illness is real. But again, to the chat, what's the solution? If mental illness is real, what's the solution? What's the solution, people? If mental illness is real, what's the solution? Okay, mental illness is real. Okay, what's the solution? What do we do? What do we do now? How do we know? How do we overcome? How do we overcome, people? You got 700 people in the clouds. What's the solution? If mental illness is real, because it seems like y'all just like hearing that. Y'all love hearing people say mental illness is real, right? That's what you love. You love hearing that. You know what I mean? And to the mods, anybody that's disrespecting me, block them. You know what I mean? Seriously. Don't even waste your time having them there. Just block them. I don't have no time to wait for these people. Those people are full of devils. You know what I mean? Seriously. So as you see disrespect, just block them, get them up on out of here. Because those are the demons that are there. The devil do not like that I'm speaking this truth. You see what I mean? The devil don't like the real. Like, why are you even watching my live stream if you're not here to learn? I'm asking you the question. If mental illness is real, what is the solution? What's the solution, people? What's the solution? Don't even say, hey, if mental illness is the solution and you don't want to hear about the Most High, don't even say pray. Because who you praying to? You see that? Nobody has the answer. So if mental illness is real and you don't have no solutions, then please explain to me, how are people to overcome? How are people to overcome? Look at somebody else in the chat says, the solution is seek professional help. I give up, man. This is crazy. The people are done. The people are finished. You can't help them. They're crazy. This is craziness. This person said, seek professional help. Professional help, really? What professional help? What professional help? What are you talking about? Is this really how you think? Wow. This is crazy. Seek professional help to deal with a spiritual issue? People have been seeking therapy all their life and they're still depressed. Listen, let me tell you something, fam. Let me tell you something, brothers. You could take this to the bank, bro. And matter of fact, let me ask you the question first. Brothers. Have you ever met a woman that you liked, right? You met a sister that you like and you really was trying to talk with her and build, and the sister was always depressed, always had a lot of issues. And it's like you trying to get to know her and you'll say all the right things. And it seemed like no matter how much you try to comfort her, no matter how much you try to give her the right words of encouragement to make her overcome the nonsense, she just continue with the depression and the anxiety and just draining you. And you're like, you know what? I cannot help you. You know why? You don't want to be helped. You don't want to be helped. And that's exactly how the majority of people is today. They love the trauma. They love the demonic spirit that have them under that mess. And no matter what you try to tell them, it don't work for them. So when people go to a therapist trying to get help, they never get help. Never. They never overcome. Ladies, how many of you go to a therapist right now and you still the same? How many of you ladies go to a therapist right now and you still the same? Week after week after week, you still the same. You still got the same trauma, still got the same issues, and you go to a therapist every single week. Why you ain't overcome yet? Why you ain't healed? Notice this, brothers. Have you noticed the new trend on social media where you hear women saying, "Oh, I'm healing. I'm going through my healing. I'm in the process of healing." Brothers, stay away from women like that. Stay away from anybody that say they healing. That's crazy. That's madness. Healing from what? How bad is your life that you healing? Yeah, they always healing. I'm like, what kind of trauma and drama you got? Because I don't want that near me. You understand? This is crazy. They go into therapists talking about they seeking professional help. Nobody can help you but the Most High. Nobody can help you overcome demons and demonic possession other than the Most High. Nobody else can help you. Nobody can help you overcome your trauma and your problems. Because I know a lot of you in the clouds, as long as I talk about the sentimental sides of the situation regarding Stephen, I got your ear. But if I try to teach you that the real issues that people are facing right now is their lack of love for the Most High and the fact that they don't even have a relationship with the Heavenly Father. But yet, when everybody die, everybody want to go to heaven. Let that make sense. How many people in the clouds want to go to heaven? How many people in the clouds, when you die, when you meet your maker and you pass away, do you want to go to heaven? Do you expect to go to heaven? You expect that, right? That's where you've been trained, right? When you die, you're going to heaven, right? Well, why would you expect to go there when you don't even know the Heavenly Father? Like, seriously. And see, that's like, you know what this is like, ladies and gentlemen? Check this out. This is like you don't want no relationship with your biological father, but you want his resources. Ah, man, let me say that again. The majority of the people that are viewing, I'm asking you a serious question, because one of these days you are going to die and you are going to wish to heaven that you made the right choice. You want to go to heaven, right? That's what you want. You don't want to go to hell. Who wants to go to hell? Right? So now think about this. Wanting to go to heaven without a relationship with the Most High is like a child, like a son that want the benefits of the resources of his father. He want the inheritance of his father, but he don't want to see his father. He don't want no relationship with his father. He don't want to follow none of his father's rules. He just want blessings with no obedience. It's crazy, right? Now check this question out, people. Check this out. This person is asking Ringo, where does baby go when they die? Here's my answer. Go ask the Most High. You just proved you don't have a relationship with the Heavenly Father. Because if you did and you read the Bible, you would know. And see, this is what I mean, how when you want to hide the truth from people, all you got to do is put it in a book, because they're never going to read it. They're never going to read it. Imagine the dumb questions that I get. This is crazy. Seriously. It's amazing. These are adults. These are adults that are in the chat now asking these kind of questions. I can't believe this, man. I'm telling you, society is finished. No wonder Romeo is acting like a woman. Think about what Romeo did. Romeo disrespected his father publicly by saying today is a boiling point. I seen a man avoid his own children, struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man whom passed away today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. He disrespected his pops. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And you wondering why we got people out here that are in these nut houses getting drugged. How many of you ladies have your babies on medication for hypertension and this and that and all these other different things? How many of you got your children on these damn drugs? How many of you got your kids all zoned out on these damn drugs because of some condition the doctor told you they got, not even realizing it's a spiritual issue? This is sad, man. You want to hide the truth from people? Put it in a book, because they're not going to read it. They're not going to read it. Everybody want the answers, but nobody don't want to do no work. Everybody want the results without no work. If you ask a person that's overweight, you got to hit the gym, you got to work out, you got to eat right. For them, that's a nightmare. You know why? They don't want to put in the work. They want the results. Matter of fact, they just want a pill, an automatic pill that can give them the results with no work. That's how most people are right now today. Romeo is suffering from a lack of a relationship with the Most High. So he's blaming his father for the death of his sister. That's what he's doing. Do you understand? It goes on and it says, following the news of Twitch tragic passing, Master P paid tribute to him with a video on his Instagram page and noted that mental illness is real. R.I.P. to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch, and salute to Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. These are crazy times we are living in. You can be smiling one day and gone the next. He was supposed to be a guest DJ on a concert we were having January 13th. Life is too short. Appreciate your loved ones. Mental illness is real. Shout out to blah, 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 coming together with me for the cause. So basically, he put that out there and his son got pissed off about it. The Miracle Before Christmas star talked about a man speaking out about the passing of a stranger when he doesn't even acknowledge the challenges of his own children. So basically, his son called him out by basically saying, you're a hypocrite. You're acting like you care about this guy, but you were never there for us. That's basically what he's saying. Why would you even come into public with your personal family business for? It's none of my business. Why would you even do that? And a lot of times women do stuff like that. So to see a grown man do that, that's a feminine spirit. That's not that of a masculine man. A masculine man is going to go to his father face to face and say, look, I got a problem with that post you made today because you weren't there for us as kids. And I didn't want to go on social media and blast you. I just came to talk to you man to man, face to face. You know, I never felt you say nothing like that about me or to Tatiana before she died. I never seen you there for her the way you is here for him. And really, it's all jealousy when you really think about it. The son is literally jealous. The son is displaying the emotions of a woman. It's like when a woman is with a man and that man is giving attention to another woman, she's going to start to act up. Why? Because she wants the attention. So Romeo is acting like a woman right now. That's basically what he's doing. He's crying out like a little boy on social media by saying, hey, daddy, why can't I have no candy? You giving them candy. What about me? That's basically what he's doing because he's struggling inside. He's struggling with demons and he's blaming his father. And it's not his father's responsibility. As a grown man that have kids himself, he's supposed to have a relationship with the Heavenly Father so that he can overcome whatever demons he got going on. Because at some point in time, we all had to deal with demons. We all had to overcome our demons. So if you haven't overcome yours, you better start today. You understand? Yeah, he couldn't even call out his name and say dad. He couldn't even do that. So he basically just said that guy or whatever the case is. He couldn't even acknowledge him. He said today was a boiling point. Seeing a man avoid his own children's struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man who passed today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Wow. Total disrespect to his father. Right? It goes on and says the Miller family is still grieving the loss of Tatiana Miller, who died from a drug overdose earlier this year. Now notice this, ladies and gentlemen. The daughter, Tatiana Miller, died of a drug overdose. Whose fault is that? Put it in the chat. The daughter died of a drug overdose. Whose fault is that? The father's or the daughter's? I need to know. Because, you know, it's time for us to start acting like adults and stop acting like little babies blaming our mommy and daddy for our own problems. You're an adult now. It's time to make those good choices. You know? Right, it's hers. It's her fault. She made choices. She got with the wrong people. She did what she did. She made her life. She did what she had to do, and now she's gone. End of story. Can't blame the father for that. You can't blame the father for that. You know? Look, ladies and gentlemen, let me make something clear to you, to all you parents out there that are doing your best. You're going through your little struggles, raising your kids and whatnot. Look, you can do your best to raise your daughters, raise your sons. You can instill all the values. You can tell them all the secrets of life. You can give them all the wisdom. At the end of the day, they're gonna still go out there and make bad choices. All you can do is know that you instill the right information that they need. And that's it. Do not beat yourself up as a parent if your children go out there and destroy their damn life. You did your part. You understand? If your son want to go out there and act the fool and get locked up and do time after you told him the real, that's his problem. If your daughter want to go out there and be a 304 and sleep around when you told her the ins and outs of what goes on in these streets, and she still want to experiment, and she end up getting pregnant out of wedlock, and now she have to struggle raising a baby by herself, then so be it. Let her learn her damn lesson. And at the same time, don't even get involved with her taking care of that kid. Let her do it by her damn self. Do you understand me? Everybody must pick up their own cross, is what the Bible says. Every man must bear his own burdens and overcome them. You cannot blame your daddy for what happened to your sister. Because I'm pretty sure Master P was there and he did his best. But some kids, man, they're so ungrateful, it's unbelievable, man. And most of you got those kind of ungrateful children. that still blame you to this day. Some of you have kids that are grown adults and they still blaming you for why they got problems. It's crazy, right? And y'all be looking at your kids like you tripping. You blaming me for why you don't got a job? You blaming me for why you got 2 kids out of wedlock? Talking about if I would have been raised in a better neighborhood, this would have never happened to me. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you raised in. If you're a woman, keep your damn legs closed. Period. And you won't have no issues. Because if you think that you going out here to sleep around with all these ninjas, that somehow you're going to be good to go and they're going to be ready to settle down and wife you up in today's climate, it's not going to happen. You're going to get pumped and dumped. You know? So it goes on and it says, I pray that any issues between Romeo Miller and Master P are resolved and any cracked in the foundation of their family are healed. Let me know your thoughts, whatever. Now, the situation with Romeo and his pops should never even be online, because it's really Romeo that took the shot at his pops. And now it puts his father in a position where his father is going to, see that information and he's going to be disappointed. He's going to be disappointed because everybody's going to be talking about, yo, your son bugging, bro. Like, you got to do something about that, fam. Your son tripping. Talking about you were never there to help them during any of their crisis and whatnot, But hey, it is what it is, man. I can't control what people choose to do with their time. I can't control that. My job is just to teach people the best I could, and as a parent, all I can do is do my best to make sure that my children is on point. You know what I mean? Because you have to think about this. With all the information I teach, right? Here's another thing, if I can throw this out there, right? A lot of times people will look at it like, let's say a pastor, right? You'll look at a pastor and you'll be like, man, I know his children are perfect because he's always at the pulpit preaching and he's doing this and he's doing that. You think the pastor's kids are perfect, and it don't be that way. It don't be that way. A pastor can only do but so much. A preacher can only do but so much. The same information that he might tell the church is the same information he tells his kids. And his kids may end up turning out to be devils. Sad to say. You could be raised in a household where they give you the word of the Most High and you turn up to be a prisoner like you be in prison. Or you might end up being a woman and you be out there 304 at a strip club. Even though you had a mom and a dad that gave you the truth. Sometimes life play its cards like that. It's all about your choices, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about your choices. I just don't like the fact that Miller is disrespecting his father when he should be paying a little more respect to the fact that Stefan lost his life in a mysterious death. He lost his life. And it's almost as if though Romeo is saying, forget about DJ Twitch. I don't care if he died. That's basically what he's telling his father. In other words, why are you showing love to this guy you don't even know? Do you see how Romeo have no heart? And this is normal for people that are struggling with demons. They're heartless. They only care about themselves. They're selfish, self-centered. All they care about is themselves. They don't care if anybody else die. They're only worried about themselves. Why would you even post that online, fam? Like, seriously, why would you even do that? Why would you post this online and feel good about yourself, fam? That's so disrespectful. You're a grown man with a family. And you post this online disrespecting your pops and disrespecting the family of Twitch. You disrespected Twitch's family by posting that. You think they wanted to see that? That's like so insensitive, man. But that's the results of what happened when kids are spoiled and they're brought up with a silver spoon in their mouth. You see? Master P raised his children in wealth. They had an easy upbringing. You know what I mean? Everything was handed to them. There was times when I believe Master P said he didn't spoil them, so I got to give him credit for that. There are times where I believe Master P said something along the lines, he made his kids earn certain things. He didn't just give them certain things, so I don't want to say that they were spoiled, so I'll take that back because I don't know. Because I can recall following. Look, let me tell you something, fam. I seen this young dude right here when he was a little kid. You understand? I seen him when he was a little boy being raised up with his father. He was always on TV with his father. And I remember there was times when they would ask Master P, yo, do you spoil your kids? Do you get them cars? Do they have this? He was like, nope. They're going to earn all of that. I'm going to teach them the value of $1. And this is what he taught them. He said, I'm going to teach them the value of $1, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, because I don't want them to think that daddy's just going to give them everything, because that's not how life works. And I always respected that about Master P. You know what I mean? Think about where he came from the gutter. You know, I think, you know, his family got locked up, and this is a lot of mess that happened back in the day. If you weren't around that time, you probably don't even know. But Master P came from a rough situation. You know what I mean? Real talk. So I don't see how his son is so ungrateful and bitter. I understand you lost your sister. It is what it is. It's tragic, but she made her choice, fam. She made her choice. She got on drugs. She overdosed, or whatever the situation is. I think it had something to do with that fentanyl thing. It seemed like that's out here taking people out. I don't know, but I think that's what it had something to do with that. But this is crazy, fam. I just wanted to talk about that real quick, to put that story out there, because a lot of people out here are not focused on the fact that Stefan was murdered, deleted, and his death is a mystery, and they're proclaiming it as suicide. And then they throwing out this mental illness thing out there. Mental illness is real. Again, we have 797 people viewing. I have a question for you. If mental illness is real, what is the solution to overcoming by next month? What is the solution? If mental illness is real, what is the solution to overcoming by next month? What's the solution? What is the solution? Therapy don't help with anything. That's a lie. I ain't even listening to that. That's cliche. Therapy. Cliche. What is that? What's the solution? You see what I mean, people? Notice what I said. What is the solution? And notice somebody said therapy. What is the solution? Therapy. Well, what's the solution? What? What is therapy? What is therapy? What kind of therapy? What do you mean? Therapy. What's the solution? Why do you gotta go to somebody else to get the therapy? Why can't I just do it my damn self? You see what I mean? So hold up. I gotta go get treatment from somebody else? Treatment? Really? So let me get this straight. I got some sort of disorder, right? That's what they are paying. So I need medication. Fam, therapy is an illusion. It don't work. It's a lie. It's a placebo. It gives you the placebo effect. It's not real. How do I know? How do I know? I can prove that. All we got to do to prove that your therapy don't work is create the same scenario and situation that caused your trauma. Create an environment by which you're forced to be challenged. You're forced to experience fear, pressure, and you will go right back to the same condition. Because I created the scenario around you. And now the trauma and the drama, the feelings of anxiety and depression is going to kick right back in, because I created a scenario to bring back those feelings. So what you get from your so-called therapist is called a placebo effect. It's not real. You're not healed. It's like taking a headache pill. Ladies and gentlemen, do you not know that when you take a headache pill, an aspirin, it didn't get rid of your headache? Did you know that? Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I don't think you know this. When you take an aspirin, it don't get rid of your headache. You know what it did to you? Do you know what it did to you? Do anybody know in the chat? Yeah, the headache is still there. It's definitely still there. Well, there you go. There you go. FTK. It numbs the pain. That's all it did. That's all it did. It numbed. It numbs the pain. That's all it did. It didn't get rid of the pain. The pain is still there. So you never overcame it. That means the headache is still there. And people be thinking that, oh, I got a headache. Let me take a pill so it could take away my headache. The headache is still there. And my point is, the aspirin gives you the placebo effect. It numbs a part of your brain. It numbs a part of your brain, which causes you to not experience the pain of the feeling of that headache. And that's exactly what they do to you when they give you medication. It do not heal you. It just numbs you. My goodness, man. My goodness, man. That's crazy. You folks are not out here getting healed. You folks out here are just getting numb. You have not even overcome yet. You're still struggling with the same issue. It's still there. It's just numb. So when you go to your therapist, you're just getting the placebo effect. Matter of fact, there are tests that can prove my point. Your headache don't even exist. I'm telling you, your headache don't exist. It don't exist. It's not real. Somebody said, what? You tripping, Ringo. You tripping. Nah, my headache is real, Ringo. No, it's not. It's all in your mind. It's built up pressure. It's built up pressure due to all the different things you're thinking about. Your thoughts are overloaded. That's why you have a headache. You understand? Yes, it's demonic attack, but it's not really there. And proof of that is if I were to offer you a sugar pill in the form of an aspirin, you take it, your so-called headache would disappear. You know why? Because of the placebo effect. This has been proven and tested, fam, where people are on camera with headaches and they made them take a sugar pill or a pill that's not sugar related, and they thought it was an aspirin. And after they took the pill, headache disappeared. You know why? It's all in your mind. Taking that pill was a point of contact. The point of contact was the fact that you took that pill. Your faith was in the pill. And because your faith was in the fact that you took that pill, your belief level was so high that you just thought, if I could just take this pill, my headache is going to go away. And as soon as you took that fake pill, your headache was gone. Why? Because your mind, your faith, and everything aligned with it. And that's exactly how you can overcome everything else in your life when you have the Most High, because it's not even real. It's not even there. All of those headaches, thoughts of self-deletion, those are all thoughts that come from Satan. You understand? That's demonic oppression. Being depressed is demonic. When you are depressed, you have to understand what you're telling yourself. Depressed. Depression. That's demonic attack. Notice depression. Demonic. But see, they're not going to tell you all of these different things because they don't want you to think that it's spiritual. They want you to think it's natural. So come down to my office, sit in my chair so that I can talk to you and make you feel better. You understand? Anxiety. Anxiety attacks. People struggle with anxiety attacks. You know what I mean? Those are people that live in fear all day. Fear. Extreme fear. To the point where they start panicking. They can't breathe. That's not mental illness. That's demonic oppression. And a lot of our people are being oppressed by demons, and they don't even know. They really don't know. And it's a sad situation. Very, very sad. I just wish that people would overcome these things and learn. Let me see. Okay. So that's about it. I'm going to come back on. I got another stream that I'm going to do after this one. Got a report on more news regarding the situation with Stefan. So I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes. So, hey, I don't know who needs the help, but I'm telling you straight up and down right now, fam. If you're one that's struggling with depression, anxiety, the only way you can overcome that, the only way is to have the Most High in your life. Because most people at the sound of my voice, they're going to remain where they are forever. They're going to literally remain possessed by the devil forever because they have an unbelief. You could just tell by the comments of people that they're satanic. They live with the devil and they refuse to listen. That's just the way it is with a lot of people. You know? You are struggling with demonic oppression. You are being attacked by a demon that want to take you out this world because they don't want you to fulfill your purpose. Simple as that. You understand? Life is too short to be playing games out here, entertaining demons. So don't let society make you think that you're crazy. Don't let society make you think you need to get on some sort of medication, because that's all they do. They put you on a pill, they put you on some sort of drugs, and next minute you have all these side effects, and it becomes problematic. And a lot of people out here are on medication. That's their solution. Their solution is not the Most High. Their solution is to put you on some sort of medication. That's crazy. That is crazy. And a lot of you ladies, you put your children on medication because you figure they hyper, they got problems. Wow. Do you read the Bible to them? Do you teach them the truth? Of course not, because you don't got no man in the house. So because you don't got no man in the house, ain't nobody teaching nobody. So consequently, the whole damn family is doomed. This is sad, man. Brothers, again, I tell you, brothers, listen carefully. Focus on your relationship with the Most High. Focus on your health. Focus on your money. Leave these women alone, bro. If a woman is feeling you, she's gonna holler at you. Don't chase them around. Chances are you're gonna run into a woman that got these very same problems that I'm talking about. Depression, anxiety, and when them demons come out, you're gonna know that the devil is real, because they're gonna come out and they're gonna start attacking you and do all sorts of things. So don't get fooled by the outward exterior of a woman, because what you see on the outside may be one thing, but it's all about the inside of that woman's heart. Her spirit. If it's not with the Most High, it's with Satan. Be mindful of that, brothers. That being said, I'm gonna be back in about 10-15 minutes. Ringo TV Reactions. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.
Peace.